Good evening. Today is on a Saturday evening and it's around 7 o'clock and I am preparing my dinner. So today guys, I'm going to show you step by step how to bake chapatis. But before that, we are coming to the soup which I'm going to serve the chapatis with. But today is not about the soup, it's about the chapatis. But just a little bit of introduction to the soup. I fry some onions first. It doesn't matter how many onions you fry. It depends with how much how much you love onions. So mine were 2 big onions. So you fry onions first, and then when they are almost going to yellow, you apply the garlic, guys. You don't have to apply garlic together with the onion because the garlic burns quickly than onions. So you have to apply the garlic later. As I said before, it depends with how much you love garlic. You can put, you see my garlic here, between the white here is the garlic. Mine were like 1 bulb of garlic. So it depends with how much you love garlic. So just fry for 1 minute because garlic is always good cooked or even uncooked. So you will apply coriander, so it doesn't matter how much coriander you use. It depends on your taste and depends with how much you love the ingredients. So guys, that is coriander. You can also use, instead of coriander, if you don't have coriander, coriander is dania, in Swahili. So if you don't have dania, fresh dania in your house, you can use petersilia. Petersilia is, I don't know how it is called in English, but that is German language, petersilia or petersilie, I don't know, whatever you call it. You can apply it, just a bundle of it, a handful of coriander. If you don't have the green fresh coriander, the leafy ones, you can use the powder one. It depends with how much you love that stuff, So you fry for 1 minute also. Then you will apply your best tomato sauce or tomato paste and pepper paste, and then you apply some water. As I told you before, today is not about the soup, it's about the chapatis. But it was just a small introduction about of the soup, So I'm not frying only these ones. I have here some meat. It doesn't matter also what amount of meat you use. I used 1 kilo, and of course I tell you every day that meat without bones to me is not meat, So I prefer my meat with bones. As you can see, I washed my hands, don't be scared. So as you can see, this is a rib bone, as you can see. So I prefer my meat with bones. So I just boiled my meat for some time till tender, as you can see. And I put some potatoes inside, so that the soup will be rich, like African soup, the beef fry, the beef wet fry, So that is what I'm going to serve chapatis with tonight. So guys, now you know, and at the end of it, I'll show you how I fried them. Okay, how the soup looks like. So guys, as I told you, today is about the chapatis. It's not about the soup. So I'm going to just fry my soup quietly, and then I show you later. I'll show you the main thing which I was supposed to show you today, the chapatis, guys. So don't miss out. I did not show you my style today. So today, this is my style of hair. Guys, you just look and see. So guys, today I'm so glad and excited to show you the baking of chapatis, because last time I wanted to make last weekend I made a video. As I told you, I made a very long video about the chapatis, but at the end of it, it turned to be like it wasn't even recording, you know. So I did not feel so good. I felt disappointed, but today I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. So I hope everything will be fine. So guys, thank you so much. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do so, so that you can know how uh, I go or how I go on with life in Germany, because I live and work in Germany, guys. And share this video or my videos over there. I have a lot of videos and informative videos, and with a lot of important informations. So guys, don't miss out. Just share this video, like, give a thumbs up, give a comment below to show me, okay, to tell me what you think about the whole thing, what you think about. Ask me anything. Ask me anything what you want to know about Germany, about the papers, about how you can apply the visa, how you can come to Germany, guys. I will just be very glad to explain to you. So guys, so be open. Just ask me anything. I'm so humbled to receive any comments or any questions regarding the whole life here in Germany. So guys, thank you so much, and let's go on with our bake. So you see my soup, it has transformed itself from meat, from just boiled meat with potatoes, to a very rich colored, as you can see, very rich colored soup, and also thick one, as you can see. And also very, very delicious. And guys, if you are a chili or a pili lover, don't miss to put pili inside. Don't fail to put pili inside, guys. It will be so tasty and amazing together with the chapatis, you know. As you can see, the soup, so nice, so nice. So I'm going to simmer, you know, so that everything will be good, will be just, what do we call, in Germany we call it kosheln. So it will be just cook slowly. So there I am, I'm finished with that. So here we come to the chapatis. These are for washing, of course. Here we come to the chapatis, and the chapatis, I will use my famous bowl here, which I use normally for making or bake or kneading the flour, as you can see. And my baking flour is somewhere here. So guys, look here, I don't miss this one. This is very good with in stew, you know, for making stew. This is my African spice or spices, you know it, Royco. So, and you can see here and see that I brought back home. You see, I brought Africa here. As you can see, this is tea, the famous tea, our famous tea, you know. So, and here also, as you can see, this is our famous painkiller there in my country. As you can see, I have a lot of things from home, like pilau masala and cinnamon, as you can see here. And also I have here something like this. I don't miss it in my home. As you can see, rope. And I have beef masala here from my country. As you can see, I have a lot of things from home, you know, from home to home. From home to home. So guys, this is my flour here, my baking flour. I keep it there, and it's more than enough. So guys, these days in the supermarkets we miss baking flour, things like baking flour and cooking oil. We miss that one because I don't know why. They are always sold out, you know. They are always sold out. So we miss that one. We don't have in the supermarkets. It's very scarce. So you have to, when the goods are delivered or when the food is delivered early in the morning, that day you have to go very early to, if you want to buy baking flour or if you want to buy oil also, cooking oil. So you have to be there very early and you get yourself a packet or you get yourself a bottle of cooking oil, you know, because otherwise it is normally, these two things are normally, these days, they are normally sold out very quickly. I don't know why. So guys, without further ado and without a lot of blah, 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 let's here start preparing the dough, you know. So I will get some salt, even though today I have not so much salt with me here, but I sent my daughter to buy some. She's bringing some. So a little bit of salt for the chapatis. In fact, I'm going to prepare only like 6 chapatis. They are more than enough for 3 people or 2 people, 2 to 3 people. So and I am going to apply a 1 spoonful of cooking oil inside here. Of course you can apply olive oil, sunflower oil, any cooking oil you prefer, you use in your homes, you know. So I have mine here. I'll see what I can use. Raps oil, cane oil. So I'm going to use this one, this oil. I got it, my boyfriend bought from somewhere because we could not find cooking oil here in our town. Bought for me this one and another bottle over there, very expensive also. It was not cheap. So I will just measure my things with eyes, you know, and my eyes don't lie, guys. So I'm going to say, that is 1 spoon of oil, because I don't want to put a lot of oil inside. Okay, you can put the amount you want, the amount you prefer. As I told you before, it depends with how much you love oil, how much you love things in your food, you know. For me, I don't like a lot of things in my food. So I don't like a lot of salt, I don't like a lot of sugar, I don't like a lot of oil. So even bread, I eat bread without butter, you know. I just apply some cheese and then I eat my bread, you know. I don't like very much some things, some things. But I did not tell you that you should follow my steps, my food steps. So guys, I'm going to use water. And this water, guys, is not cold and is not hot. So it is warm. So if you know what I mean. So this water is warm. So that means it is not hot and it's not cold. So it's there between.
But this wife is really hot.
Shats. That was my boyfriend who
really
wanted
hot.
to destroy my video.
Really hot.
Shats, it's good. It's okay. He is there. He wanted to destroy my video. So guys, it's okay. So, oh, what have we here? What's going on? It's warm. So guys, you have to know. It's not cold, it's not hot, it's warm. Look. So that's the kind of what I wanted. So the salt, of course I'm doing that because I want the salt to dissolve, completely. So this water is like 1 cup. But it doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter. I don't measure how much. You have to know, you have to know when your dough is ready for making chapatis, So it doesn't matter. You can do anyhow you want. The main thing here is to show you how to bake them, and so that they can remain soft and very layered, layered chapatis, and very soft. Because some people say that they make chapatis, some of them, I heard people saying they made chapatis, but the chapatis tend to be very hard, like paper or like something like that. So I'm just trying to show you why the chapatis must be okay, or how to make your chapatis remain soft and also very layered, So this is how I'm going to do it. Wait a little bit. So guys, this is how I do it. And let's see. We are here now. Let's see how we will manage. That is our water. So let's put a lot of baking flour inside, and then mix with a spoon first, You can also use a spoon like this, wooden spoon, if you want. So these chapatis are turning to be a lot, but it's no problem. It's okay because I can use them tomorrow. I can use them tomorrow during breakfast, use or eat. I can eat them with some coffee or tea. And guys, don't make the dough so thick and hard to knead, So let it remain, or make it just light, you know, light and not so thick. So guys, you know that your dough is ready when, let me ask you that question. How do you know that your dough is ready? It's ready for cutting and then making the chapatis, or cutting, making bread, you know. How do you know? So guys, this is the answer. You can just comment there your answer, you know, and I will tell you now my answer for that question. So guys, you know that your dough is ready for preparing or for cooking when it's not sticking to the fingers. It's not sticking anymore to the fingers, then you know that it is already ready. So this one is not yet ready. You see, it is not, it is sticking to the fingers. So you have to apply a little bit of, just a little bit of some baking flour. A little bit. So guys, as you can see, it is going on well, very well, because as you can see, that is the first when it was sticking to the fingers. Now it's not sticking anymore to the fingers, guys, as you can see. So you know that it's ready. And if you do that, it is not sticking to any finger, you know. So you know that it is time, you know. See, it is time now. And then again, it's not sticking to the fingers, and it's not sticking to the bowl, as you can see. As you can see, the bowl is clean. So you have to know that it's ready. And it's very smooth. So this is the baking flour we want. This is the baking flour we want. Look how smooth it is. It's not even sticking to the bowl. So you have to know it is ready. So it's ready for cutting. So I will cut to some pieces, like, I don't know, 5 pieces or so. But let's see how it turns. Guys, these are my balls. So it was 4 chapatis and half, you know, 4.5 chapatis. So I managed to cut 4.5 chapatis out of my dough. So, and that's enough. Those are enough, more than enough for 2 people, you know, because my daughter is not eating. So I took a baking paper, this one. It doesn't matter what you take. You can take a board of wood, or a baking paper. or you can take a small chapati stool like the ones your mothers at home used, like my mother, what she used. And then in chapati baking, only one thing doesn't change. You know, this, the baking, the kneading rod. This one, it doesn't change. So whatever it looks like in your homes, guys, but it serves the same purpose, you know. So this is my my chapati stick. It can roll out, or also it can rotate, you know. That is mine. So I'm going to take one bowl and put it inside like that, and then apply some baking flour on top or all over, and then I will apply some baking flour on this baking paper, and just normal the way you saw your mother doing. And this is my oil. This is oil. So I'm going to knead, but don't knead it so flat, so thin layered. Don't make it very thin, just normal. And then you come and take 1 teaspoonful of oil, apply. Don't use this spoon for spreading the oil. You can spread the oil with your hands, of course, like that. You don't have to use a spoon. You can apply with your hands so that you know what you are doing, so that you know how the oil spreads, you know. And then you take this chapati and roll it. Just roll it together. You see? Roll it, and then you see how it looks like. You see? Rolled. And then take it like that. Let me put a little bit up. Take it like that and coil it like that together, so that it looks like a coil, as you can see. Flatten a little bit with hands, and you see how it looks like. You see signs of layers already. Then you put some baking flour so that it remains soft when it is here. So you put it back into this, into whatever you will be having, you know. It doesn't matter, a plate, anything you will be having. Put it there and let it rest while you are doing the others. So here, inside, you know, like that. It's very good for the layers. So looks like that. You put it in the baking flour, and then again apply some baking flour here. Then you knead the dough. Guys, I'll explain to you so that slowly and step by step, so that you can understand, even if you have never made chapatis before, you will make these ones, you know. So 1 teaspoonful of oil and apply it. And as I said before, with hands, spreading with hands, so that even the edges will reach, the oil will reach the edges. So like the first one, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, as you can see. And then make a coil, make a coil, coil, yeah, coil. Make a coil or spiral. Then you see, that is the third chapati, the third dough, as you can see. Now you know what I'm doing. Just flattening it and then putting oil, 1 small spoon, and then using my hands to apply the oil everywhere, and then roll together. In fact, don't roll in big rolls, just very small rolls, you know, so that the layers may be good, you know, may come out good. And then make a coil, and when it's tail at the end, just put this inside here, you know, put the tail inside there and flatten. You see how it looks like? Then apply a little bit of baking flour and put there to rest. So I think this is second to last. So here, put inside, you know, like that. Then apply some baking flour. And here also on our baking paper, just do it as usual, like the other ones, like the first ones. Don't knead it, as I said before, don't knead it till it is so thin and very flat. So a of oil and apply with your hands, spread with your hands all over, and then into thin layers or into thin rolls, you know, roll. Chapatis are not so hard to make, guys, as you can see. So you just make a coil, and at the end you put it here inside, you know. So, and you flatten a little bit with your hands so that the tail won't come out. So you see how it looks like. So apply some flour. So you come here, this is the last one. Inside, put everything in. So it will look like this. And apply some baking flour, and here also a little bit of baking flour. As I told you before, I like my things so not so much. Like you see, the baking paper hasn't a lot of baking flour on top, you know, so it will be like exaggerating. So apply some oil and spread it with your hands. Then fold it like the other ones to a spiral, I don't know, and then make a coil, and the tail here at the end put inside, and then flatten a little bit like the other ones, you know, as you can see how it turns to be. So that is our dough. Look how it looks like. Now you see the chapatis will be layered, as you can see. And applying oil is also a one form of making the chapatis remain soft, you know, not so hard, as you can see. Then you can cover the dough or the balls with a piece of plastic paper or just a piece of cotton cloth like this, kitchen cloth. You can cover for like 5 minutes. You can cover for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, then you start frying your chapatis. It's simple as that, guys. That's very simple. Making chapatis, I tell you, is very simple. I don't waste a lot of time making chapatis. In fact, it's my easiest meal. It's my easiest meal because I don't need a lot of time to make chapatis. Not like before when our mothers were making chapatis when we were young. It's like, today I'm baking chapatis, and then, oh, you start, oh my God, I will start sleeping before the chapatis are before my mother finished baking the chapatis, you know, because she takes a lot of time. So for me, I don't take a lot of time making chapatis. I can make chapatis within a very short time, you know, just the same time like as if I'm making rice, you know, or something like that, you know. It doesn't take long. And chapatis must not take long, of course. If you are baking just chapatis for 2 to 3 people, you know. But if you are baking for the whole family, it will take some of your time. But of course, I make for 2 to 3 people. That's why I don't take a lot of time. I cook within a very short time, I'm finished. So guys, when 5 minutes are over, we will come again and see how it goes. So, but remember, if you have not subscribed, please do so. Share, like, leave a comment to let me know what you think, guys, you know. Yeah? You know, and more is coming, you know. More of my cooking is coming because now we have holidays, and you know, I'll have some days to here in my kitchen to do now my balls here. Now 5 minutes is over. So those are the balls, guys. As you can see, you see only the softness, guys. Let's start. And here I have my favorite frying pan. As I told you, this pan looks like this, but is very faithful to me. It's very faithful and is very convenient. This frying pan is one of my best frying pans, which I have here in my kitchen. And guys, it is, as I told which I have here in my kitchen. And guys, it is, as I told you before, it is over 10 years old, this one. But it makes the best chapatis you can ever imagine. The best chapatis ever, guys, I tell you. Best ever. When I tell you best ever, you have to agree to my story. So, for the chapatis to remain soft, guys, I will use my magic bowl here this is where I prepared the dough. This is the bowl I prepared the dough with. So I will again use it, and I will take a plastic bag, as you can see. This is a plastic bag and paper bag. Okay. I will put it inside like this and leave just place for chapatis, as you can see. So This is where I'll be putting my chapatis, guys. So you have to note it very carefully. So I will start reheating the frying pan first, slowly, very slowly. And, you know, because I don't have to put it here, I just put it here. But I don't know whether my... Sorry, that was an accident, but I don't know. I don't know, my phone is not yet broken, but I don't know whether you are pan. I will put it somewhere where you can see it. You know, I will put my baking paper a little bit further, and then I put my frying pan here where you can see it. I have the cooker is extended to here, but you can't see it because my camera holder doesn't rotate itself, so it's only this part you can see. So guys, I put my bowel here, and that is my these are my balls, my chapati balls, and this is my frying pan. So I'm gonna reheat it very slowly with the lowest heat possible. I will apply some baking flour here on this baking paper, and also on my rolling stick or rod. So I don't know how to call it. I don't know, guys. Sorry, I'm very sorry. So I'll start with one here. I will knead it very slowly and very carefully. In fact, the oil, don't worry about the oil. The oil has resolved and it cannot go wrong here. Everything is just fine. So guys, don't flatten your chapatis so thin, or don't make your chapatis so thin. Make your chapatis the more meaty, or with a lot of meat. The more meaty they are, the more soft they will remain, guys. So don't make them so if you are beginners, I mean, don't make your chapatis very thin, because thin chapatis are made by experts, you know, guys. But I know if you are watching this video, I know you are starting, and that's why I took time to show you guys. I took time to show the beginners how chapatis are made. So you don't even need a lot of time to flatten this chapati ball. You need only a very short time, and everything will be smooth, because the balls are already very smooth because of the oil, you know, because of the rolling. We rolled with oil, so they are very soft and they don't take a lot of time. So preheating the our frying pan. Don't put any oil here, please. Don't put any oil yet. You have to leave the frying pan just the way it is, and you will work with the frying pan the way it is. Don't put any oil. If your frying pan is already heated, not so much heat, you know, but you know, with some warmth. So if now you start playing with fire, what do I mean that when I say playing with fire? If I start handling fire, I have to put out my hand shoes, because they are made of plastic. They may burn you, or they may get burnt anytime, so we don't want to use, we don't want to use the hand shoes. So we will apply our chapati over there. You see, don't apply oil, as I said before. So we will be working on our second chapati. So let the chapati dry, you know, let it dry completely so that you can apply some oil. So if it has dried one side, you have to turn the other and dry the other side also. So when both sides are dry, as you can see, dry, you know. So put it there inside and then apply some oil now. You'll need some oil at the top side, you know. Now you don't have to use your hands. Now you can use the spoon. You can even get a bigger spoon and use it. So we will look for a bigger spoon here. You see? So and the other side also, apply oil to the other side. Spread it. Now you will put the heat into a moderate, okay, you will put a moderate heat, not too hot and not too low, you know, just there between. Because if you put low heat, the chapatis will come out to be very, will cook slowly and will come out to be very hard, very dry, you know. So you'll fold the chapati like that into half. Let it just fry for 1 minute or half a minute. Then you will fold it the other side. And rotate it. Then you'll come to the other side here, fold it, rotate, you know, rotate, and then the other side, guys. Rotate. So that chapati is very soft. That chapati is very soft. Now we will put it in our paper, as you can see there. So, and we will close the paper while, don't leave it open. You just cover that. So the second one, let it dry without oil, like the first one. And while it's drying, just take another and work on that. So now it's dry, you see, and my frying pan is very clean. So apply some oil on top here. In fact, you use the big spoon and like that. While that side is cooking, apply some oil on top of the other side. It doesn't matter how much oil you use. It depends, as I said before, it depends with how much oil you prefer to your food. Some prefer a lot of oil, some prefer moderate, but don't put a lot of oil in your chapatis also. So let it just cook. And this other one is ready. So as I said before, fold it into half and let it cook. Why do I fold my chapatis into half? Is because I want the heat, or I want it to be here to be brown, because of my frying pan is not very wide, so I want my chapati to be here, to be well cooked also here, so that's why I fold my, you see, that's why I fold my chapatis to cook up to here. Yeah, when your frying pan is a little bit small, you see that here at the corners are not well cooked because the chapati was a little bit bigger than the frying pan, so you have to fold it into half and rotate for half a minute like that. And then when you just put, you see, when you turn it, it will have been cooked even at the edges. So do likewise to the other side also, but don't apply any further oil. It will cook with the first oil you applied. So don't put a lot of oil in your chapatis, because they will be you will just eat one and then you are satisfied because of too much oil, So that is my chapati, guys. Look how it looks like. Then you will put it into the other first chapati and cover your chapatis. Cover your chapatis. Don't leave your chapatis uncovered because of the air, because it makes them very dry. So just cover your chapatis for them to remain soft. So the other one. You'll check on them, the other side. Also, as you can see, that is how a chapati must look like. Brown color. And don't let it eat very long, because it will be burnt, It will be very, very hard. As you can see, when it's like this, it's done. So put out the heat, or switch off the heater, the cooker, and your chapati is already done, guys. As you can see, this is the chapati. So put it wherever you want to put, but in a closed paper like this. Those are my chapatis, guys. Those are my chapatis. And if you look there, you just see softness. I will show you how they look like. So I'm finished with my frying pan. It's ready for washing. I will put it aside. And here, the heat, I'll use it to warm the soup, I don't put on the cooker. I don't switch on the cooker. I just use the heat which was there to make my soup warm. As you can see, guys, my soup is here. Very delicious. You can't go wrong with this soup. It is a lot. We will just eat it tonight, and then tomorrow with rice, So that's why I cooked for today and tomorrow. Because tomorrow is only Sunday, and Sunday is not very dick, Sunday is a very quiet and calm day. So that's what we will use with lunch. You know, we'll make rice for lunch and use our soup to heat rice. So guys, we are finished. You know, it did not take even 1 hour. It is already over. The cooking is over, guys, and here these chapatis are very soft, very soft. I will show you in a minute. So I will warm my soup. I will take first 2 plates of 2 people, warm my soup, guys, and I am done. You know, I'm done. So let's now unreveal our chapatis. You know, as I told you, the most important thing here was chapatis, you know. And you saw that, guys. You saw how simple, how easy it is to make chapatis, you know. I did not lie to you, guys. That was the most easiest meal to make. So if you are 2, 3 people, or if you are even 4 people, it doesn't take inches to make chapatis, guys. You can make it, and it's also very simple, and your chapatis will be very soft. For those who are complaining that their chapatis are very hard, like stone, you know, so it will be nice if you use my way, the way I made my chapatis. I tell you, your family will be very happy, you know. So guys, without being too serious with our evening meal, if you have not subscribed, guys, please do so. Just share the video, give a like, you know, and let me know what you think about that simple making of chapatis, just for beginners, guys. So let's review our chapatis, guys. Where do you want to start? Look, the steam is coming. The steam. Look here. I'm not lying to you. Look to the chapatis. Very soft. Very soft, guys. Very soft. Look. Look. Whoever was complaining that his chapatis were very they don't come very soft, now you saw it. You saw what I do, and you saw just a very simple making or baking of chapatis for beginners, guys, and very soft ones, layered also, you know. So guys, where are we going to start? Where do we want us to start? All the chapatis are very soft, as you can see, very soft. Look. So I'll cut one, then you can see that is the chapati. So let's cut, guys. That is how soft they are. That is how soft they are, guys. Look. You can even eat like just them like that. Look. And they don't have a lot of oil, you know. The best chapatis are the chapatis which don't have a lot of oil. As you can see, my hands are not greasy, and they are very soft. Very tasty. Look. Look how soft they are. What else do you want? What else, guys? That was amazing. The chapatis are tasty, very soft. You know, you can do it. You can do it, guys. That was not complicated. You know, it was so easy. It was so easy. And now, if you want to eat chapatis and feel that you have eaten chapatis, just eat like me, you know. Because my mother taught, from the teaching, taught me how to eat chapatis. You have to cut them into very small pieces. You know, that style. You are still small. Into very small pieces with hands, guys. Don't use your knives or what. Leave that alone. With hands. Cut them into small pieces in a plate. And then you take your soup, you know, take your soup, spread your soup on top of those chapatis, guys. Then you will tell me. Leave about the meat. The meat, they are not very important. You can also eat the meat like we used to do before when we were young. Like you eat the meat lastly. So you eat the food first, and the meat, you put the meat aside, then you can eat the meat later. So you remind yourself of your childhood. That's what I do. That's what I do even though I'm grown up and I have my own family. What I do to remember how my mother used to feed us, you know. So that's nice. That was very nice. And thank you, my mother, so much for showing me how to make chapatis, showing me how to just be simple, to just prepare these simple meals, you know. I'm so grateful that I had a very kind and very nice mother, you know. She did not learn anywhere, but she used to do it just like the way I did, and she succeeded in teaching us how to do things, you know. So guys, you saw it. So prepare that one, you know, for your family, and they will be so nice when they will be so happy when you are prepared, when you say to them, when you tell them that today I'm preparing chapatis, you know, they'll be so happy, you know, even though, you know, as some said before, their chapatis are so hard. Just try that one. Try my way of cooking chapatis, and then you will thank me later, guys. Thank you so much. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Please, 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 please. And let us see us in next one, you know, because I told you that I'll be now in my kitchen preparing that, and you know, preparing this and that, you know, to show you guys how simple cooking can be. How simple. You don't have to use complicated recipes from your Google websites or whatever. Just do it your way. You know, teach your children also when they are, while they are small, while they are young, for them to grow to responsible handouts, you know, and to teach their children's children, you know. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you for passing by, and I'm honored. I'm honored that you just watched my baking chapatis, my chapati baking to the end, guys. Thank you so much, and have a very lovely evening ahead of you. Thank you. Bye bye. See you later. So end.